I'm wanting to do a 3-day water fast, and I'm about 22 hours in. Well, I just checked my timer. I use an app called Simple, and it said I was 22 hours and 19 minutes in before I started this. I did a video a few weeks ago about the benefits of intermittent fasting for preppers and homesteaders. It's got a whole lot of health benefits to it. Of course, this is a longer fast. I want to do 3 days. I can definitely tell a difference in the way I feel whenever I don't eat well. They left. They had a meeting they had to go to. I think it was Ham Club that they're going to, not sure. One of the main reasons I'm doing this long-term fast is to try to reset my system. We believe in eating healthy and eating some of the things that we produce here, but it's hard to do that all the time, especially when there's so many delicious and delectable things out there. I've been struggling a lot with that here recently. I wanted to try to reset that. And one of the ways that you can reset that is through fasting. I watched a video last night about how mice, if they're on this 16-8 diet, they become fat-burning machines, and no matter what they do, they won't gain any weight, and they have a whole lot healthier numbers and stuff like that. Of course, we aren't mice, so the 16-8 diet doesn't work exactly the same way for us. And since their metabolism is so different, I thought that maybe a 36 or a 3-day fast and then eating after that might be very beneficial as well. And as I said in my last video, I think it's a really great practice to be in, to have your body prepared for disaster and for emergency, for a time where there's not surplus. Because I am a homesteading prepper, I want to be able to live off of what we can grow here. And we've got a lot of food here. We've got a lot of perennials, and we've got a lot of meat. I definitely wouldn't start with a 3-day fast if you haven't ever done this before. I would start with something like a circadian rhythm fast, where it's where you start your fast at like 7 o'clock in the evening. Don't break your fast. Don't start eating until like 8 o'clock the next morning. And when you do that, after a little while, start pushing it back, to 6 o'clock in the evening till 8 in the morning, and then 6 o'clock in the evening till 9 in the morning, so on and so forth, until you build up to a 16-hour fast, 18-hour, 20-hour fast. It's around 2 o'clock on Saturday. I started my fast Thursday evening at 7 p.m. and I haven't had anything but tea to drink, tea and water since then. I've been fasting about 43 hours. I'm a little hungry and a little lethargic in some ways today. I feel good. I'm just a little tired. What they say is after about 2 or 3 days, you start picking up in energy and you get what's called a fasting high. The hunger completely goes away. I'm a little hungry, but I think more than anything, the hunger is a habit that I like to eat. Right now, I should be peaking out on some autophagy. The autophagy is where your cells start eating the dead cells and recycling themselves. There's really a whole lot of great benefits to it. I feel really good, just a little tired right now. If I really wanted to do something, it wouldn't be anything that'd be stopping me from doing it. I just don't really feel like doing much right now. It's around 7:15. I've been fasting for 48 hours and 15 minutes. Rue is on her way home from work. Kids are in bed. They're not asleep yet, but they're in bed. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm running on ketones instead of glucose. I'm not really hungry. There's a difference about real hunger versus psychological hunger. I'm used to eating, and I like to eat, and I want to eat because eating is fun and eating is delicious. There's so much good food out there, and it's really a big part of my life. Not eating, you kind of realize how often you think about food. That's one of the worst things about fasting, actually, is whenever you're cooking food for your family or the kids have leftovers. And last night I cooked some taco meat. They didn't finish a little bit of it. Ordinarily, I would have just gobbled that up. I'll let you know tomorrow how I feel. I'm gonna work also on the irrigation, hopefully tomorrow, to get this irrigated so we can start planting some things in the high tunnel. Hopefully we'll get some stuff going on in there in the next week or so. It's about noontime on Sunday afternoon, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and break my fast. It's been about 65 hours. I'm still not super hungry. I could make it, but Rue's at home today and I want to eat. 65 hours isn't bad. I had planned on doing maybe 72. I'm about to grill some chicken as well. It went pretty well. There's a lot of good benefits of going for 65 hours, but I'll probably do a longer one later. This is the longest I've done in a while. Here it is, my Zip Fizz Icy. Likes about 10 minutes being 65 hours. So I'm gonna take this. That'll help me break and transition. I'm gonna eat some real food here in just a few minutes. So I broke my fast and I ate during about a 4-hour window. I've actually started another fast now. Probably try to do a 16 or 20-hour fast the next few days and maybe do another 48-hour fast when Rue is at work next time later in the week. It really wasn't that hard. It gets easier the more you do it. You can really train yourself for some lean times and got all sorts of health benefits. I think it is definitely homesteading related because it has to do with health and it has to do with preparedness, preparing for lean times. If you like these things, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all so you never miss a notification. Thanks. We're also starting to burn our dozer pile over here. See, we've made some progress on it. It'll probably burn down underneath there a little bit more. After it cools down the next couple of days, we will try to get on the tractor and push it in and see if we can get more of it to burn a bit better.